Why am I sitting so low? Hello, YouTube. Oh, I forgot to tag everyone on Discord. Hold on. If you're not on the community Discord yet, you should join. The link is in the video's description. Not in the live stream description, videos. So go to one of my videos of the past few years and you'll find the link there. So I'm going to go to that community Discord news and tag everyone live right now on YouTube. And I'm live earlier than normal because I normally like to live stream later when it's dark outside, and since it's summer or almost summer. Is it summer? It's been summer since 1 day ago, I think. Now even at 6 p.m. it's still sunny. And it's shining from the back, so you can barely see me. I had to turn the light on, which I hate. And here I am in the Cataclysm zone, finally, in Mount Hyjal, with like 40%, almost 40% of my level. The leveling is super fast right now. If you want to level in preparation for MoP Classic, this is the time. Because you have not only the Joyous Journeys buff, plus 50% XP, because of the MoP Classic coming soon, but you also have this flame buff from the Midsummer Fest. Perfect time for leveling. And I leveled from like 72 to 80 these past few days, which I'm super proud of. I was not expecting to be able to do it. Level up a second character in addition to my paladin, but it looks like I'm going to do it. Let's do this. I have a new weapon finally, Fallen Crusader as always, and I'm leveling in blood, but I'm mostly doing a DPS role. Even when I queue up for dungeons, I usually just roll DPS. And I'm doing fine in blood spec, but I could get secondary talents too. Might be faster in like Frost or something. I haven't trained my spells in like 10 levels, so that's gonna be pretty expensive. Audio is fine. That's good. Yo, I didn't even have play specialization trained. Are you kidding me? Yo, where's she going? Why is she walking? Yo, I am way behind. Okay. What's next? Dark Sim Outbreak. Okay. And dual talent, yes. Only 10 gold. Perfect. I'm gonna teleport back to Hyjal and put all those spells on the bars. Is the live stream chat not working, or is everybody quiet? Because there's supposedly 10 people watching, but nobody's chatting. That always makes me worried that something's wrong. It should be working. And then people tell me, oh, I was on your live stream, I just didn't talk. I just didn't type anything. Okay. I wanted to queue up for a dungeon, but I don't have enough item level. What's the requirement? I'm at 172. I should be at 226. Well, we ain't getting in dungeons, it seems like. Not until max level, at least. I did get the rune. Okay. Do I have the portal ready now? Yo! Yes. Good. Doing my Mount Hyjal for the 50th time or something. So exciting. Looks like nothing new here. Pestilence rune tap. That's okay. Empower rune weapon. That's gonna be helpful. Army of the Dead. And I'm gonna try to switch into Frost spec, see what happens. Let's do a Frost. That should do more damage. Max runic power, and I'm going two-handed weapon. Lichborn speed is good. Obliterate, yes. Such a holding blast. Additional damage, yep. Icy talons. Strength increase. Because your next howling blast or icy touch to consume no runes. Probably. Reducing movement. I don't really need that. Hunger and cold, just in case I'm dying. One blood presence on holy presence, 2% increased runic power generation from frost presence. That doesn't sound like much. Dual wielding, two-handed. Okay. I need one more. So let's get this. And then what? I want to have as much damage as possible. Attack power, it is. Less damage, no. Oh, let's go for this one. You know what? Might as well go for Chillblains. Chains of Ice. Immobilizing a target might save my life sometime. And put everything on the bars again. So the chat is working. Johan, finally catching your stream, watching your vids for years. Greetings to Sweden. Is that the first time you caught me in years? Are you kidding me? Let's face it, making videos is my thing. Live streaming, not so much. And I have very little patience with it. See, now it lagged for some unknown reason. And I hope it's gonna come back up. It's always making me nervous. Yeah, I don't know if that's an internet problem or if it's my old PC. Peeler, that's good. Frost Strike. Howling Blast, very important. Death Coil here. Festering Strike, no. Blood Frost, no. Is Frost using Festering Strike? I don't think so. I'll put it here. Hungering Cold. There we go. That should be it. Yo, Andre. What server are we playing today? Cataclysm Classic, Horde, Golmag, EU. I'm saying EU as if there was another Golmag, but just to make it super obvious. Preparation for Mr. Pandari Classic in a week from now. Just over a week. Mr. Pandari Classic pre-patch will be hitting. Embarrassing. Oh my god. You should have said, no, I'm lying. You didn't have to embarrass yourself. I wouldn't have known. There's like 12 other people that didn't even say a word. So I don't know who's viewing this live stream right now and who isn't.
May Elu grant us strength. Hail to the light.
Get Classic Plus or TBC server? For me, neither. But I think the right answer for you specifically is Classic Plus, right? I'm the kind of player that appreciates Wrath of Lich King and onwards. That's where I started playing World of Warcraft. It was on Wrath of Lich King on private servers, obviously. Because I grew up playing Warcraft 3, but then playing a game and having to pay for it every single month wasn't possible when I was like 10 years old, unfortunately. So I had to wait a couple years until I found out there were actual private servers which you could play for free. I only found out in 2013, thanks to my brother. And that's where when it all started. Am I not supposed to have an item? A quest item for this? Oh no, I'm collecting these on the ground. So, I don't need Icy Touch here. Yo, Presence. Unholy Presence, the MVP. I was gonna say the damage with Frost is so much better, but I didn't have a weapon before, so I can't even compare it. Oh, I need the Glyph for Howling Blast. Are you kidding? Okay. I guess back to the capital city. I didn't realize. Stupid Cataclysm. Hey, Janet, good to see you. White main, nope. Cataclassic. ChatGPT says DK Frost's tier ass in PvP Cata. Well, there you go. Don't believe everything you see on the internet. S tier? What the hell? What kind of source did it go by? I wonder. Definitely not S tier in PvP. It's pretty good in Battlegrounds, but still not S tier. Watching this live stream from Romania? Crazy. It's not even that far from where I live. Slovakia is just like Slovakia, Hungary, and then Romania, I think. Don't quote me on that. I suck at geography, but I think it's like that. Nope. Farm Horde has awakened too. I play there. It's a lot of hordes, not as many as Alliance, but not dead like before. Well, that's nice to hear. Is it because of the cross-server gameplay? Like, are there people from other servers showing up too? I play Alliance on Fire Maul. That's my main character. My Paladin is on Fire Maul. And my alt DK here is on Golmag. On Horde. Hey, Nord. What would you say are the top 3 DPS BP classes in MoP Classic? Well, they haven't made any changes to PvP at least, so we know what's good on Mr. Pandaria. But I don't know if I could only choose top 3. Definitely Arms Warrior. Definitely Frost Mage. Hey, Nighty. Ah, Dark X. Arms Warrior Frost Mage are definitely in the top 3. But who would be the third one? Maybe Hunter. No Druid, no Monk, no DK, no Paladin, no Shaman, no Priest. Who's left? Maybe Hunter. Maybe Rogue? I don't think Rogue's that super impressive. Which server Cataclysm Classic? Golmag EU. What was really disadvantaged by its theme? The best modern WoW expansion? I think so too. They killed it. If Mists of Pandaria had the lore of Worlds of Draenor, it would have been the most popular expansion ever. So I wanted to go to the auction house. Let's do it. Test your chat GPT source Frost DK. Skill capped and MMO champion? Skill capped? They usually know what they're talking about. Why would they call it S tier? Can you ask ChatGPT what's the reasoning behind putting it so high?
I ain't got it. You don't want it.
So let's go Glyph, DK. And it's gonna be Howling Blast. Here it is. 29! That's not even that expensive. Perfect. Yes. I have 0 glyphs? Well, that makes sense because I didn't even hit max level in Wrath of Lich King. Ha! Okay. Anything else I need? Howling Blast. Maybe Frost Strike, Icy Touch, Obliterate. Let's see.
I know a buyer when I see one.
So many errors. Frost Strike. Yo, I love these prices. Let's see. Obliterate. Whoa! I'm gonna be so OP. No auctions available. What do you mean? 1. Oh, there we go. And let's get that Icy Touch too. Why not? 1 gold. 2 golds. Why am I even playing on private servers? If it's this cheap to play here. Anti-magic shell. This dark sucker would be good for leveling. Anti-magic shell. Dark sucker. Would cost me like 100 or 200 gold buying these glyphs of a private server. Okay. Strangulate Blood Tap.
I know a buyer when I see one.
Dish. Blood Tap. Here. Okay. That's enough. Forget it. Now it says it's B tier. What did you just change the prompt? And it changed the answer? Yeah, B tier sounds about right. I would agree with that. I actually saw some pretty good Frost DKs even in 2v2 arena the past couple of years, which I was pretty surprised by. I think it's more about outplaying people that don't know how to play properly, but still pretty good. Alright, now this sounds a lot better now. Dark Saccharino. Why does this have to have a cast time? It's like for you to enjoy the achievement of getting glyphs. I'm gonna be so overpowered now killing those mobs. Okay, I'm going to obliterate and I'm going frost strike. I'm not going icy touch. I'm probably going to be using icy touch with unholy. If I ever get to play unholy on Cataclysm, maybe not even. Back to leveling. Reds any good in PvP MoP? I'd say decent. But they were more powerful in Wrath of Lich King and Cataclysm. If you wanted to play a red, Mist of Pandaria is not one of the best times to play it in PvP. But it's still okay. You can still get super high with it in any PvP bracket. There's just more overpowered classes. I'm definitely going to be playing red in PvP on Mist of Pandaria Classic. Even though it's not S tier, I'll still play it. And I bet you I'm going to outplay a ton of people. Where can I enjoy Cataclysm for free? Don't you know the answer? White main, it's still white main. And it has been white main for the past 2 years, which is a pretty good sign. Not many servers have longevity nowadays. So being active for 2 years is pretty impressive. Yo, look at the damage I'm doing. Whoa. Yeah. Okay. Now this is much more enjoyable. I wish we had the AoE loot. It's alright, people kind of sleep on red. Well, it's getting buffs in PvE at least. Some serious buffs from what I've heard. But I'm glad there's at least not going to be every other person playing Retribution Paladin. It's going to be a little more special. Everybody's going to switch to Arms Warrior now. I don't necessarily like to play classes that everybody plays. Pillar of Frost now. Yo, they're doing damage too, though. Woo! Yo, am I dead? Oh! Death Pact! Shit, that was close. Woo! Okay, Death Strike. Okay, underestimated it with my poor gear. Look at the trinkets. Still have the trinkets from the leveling zone, from the starter area. Yo, let me switch these two binds. I'm dying so fast. This should be like this. And I'm gonna put Howling Blast over here too. There we go. Is this classic MoP? No. Classic Mist of Pandaria isn't out yet until like 10 days from now. But this will be classic MoP. Pre-patch hits next week. Like 10 days from now, 9 days. For now, it's still Cataclysm Classic. No private server. It's the actual Cataclysm Classic. I always put it in the title. Why are you asking me? I mean, thanks for the algorithm, I guess. But it's literally in the title. There's only one Cataclysm Classic. And if it would be the upcoming Gilneas, which is going to be the first Cataclysm Classic server out there, I would say it's Whitemane Gilneas, Cataclysm Classic. It would still say it in the title. So I never know if I should argue with people for asking me the question, what server is this, if I include it in the title. But maybe I should be thankful. They're like, yo, MEYTRIX, we support you. We want to push the algorithm, so we comment. Maybe that's the real fans. And I think they're ignorant, but they actually want to help me and promote the stream. What class will dominate BGs, would you say? Hunter #1? I'd say Hunter is #1 in any Battleground on any expansion for kill farming and for being untouchable. Because you're there, fighting from afar, always having decent damage, even having crowd control, not that you would need it, and good enough mobility, good enough defensives. Nobody's gonna chase you. And you can just snipe those people from back there where you're standing and where it's safe. So in terms of that, I'd say Hunter is always a good pick for BGs, no matter the expansion. But of course you have the classes that will do the more DPS because they can do a lot of AoE damage. That is Affliction, Warlock, Balance Droid. Those are going to be crazy still. Arms Warriors will finally be probably a lot more popular because they'll have a lot more mobility, a lot more snares, hamstring being... Is it off global cooldown? Or is it just 0.5 second global cooldown? I think it's just 0.5 second global cooldown. But that's still super helpful. Your Heroic Leap is on lower cooldown than it was in Cataclysm. You have a lot more defensive, so for those wanting to play melee, Arms Warrior is probably going to be the go-to more so than it ever was. And DKs are still solid. Nobody's probably going to play Red Paladin seriously in BGs. Unless it's a random BG where it doesn't really matter. But me personally, I'm really looking forward to playing Warlock, which I still have to level. It's only level 16 at this point. Playing Warlock in a BG and playing Destruction Warlock in a Battleground in Mississippi Pandaria, the most fun ever. Finally overpowered, doing big hits, but also having heals with Ember taps, some more mobility, and insane crowd control. So even if you're under geared, you can still do a lot just by fearing people. Spam fearing people because you don't need any gear for that. That's what I like about Warlock the best. Every time I level one, I think about how OP it's gonna be even with 0 gear, because you can still crowd control so many people. Where are them fragments at? I forgot to pick them up. Pharaoh is also pretty good. I wouldn't say it's like domination. I wouldn't say it dominates. And it's pretty high skill cap too, so not many Pharaohs will be able to play the spec to its full potential. It has so many tools. But if Pharaohs played properly, it's insane. There's probably going to be a lot of balance droids rather in BGs because they can do so much AoE damage. I don't know if there's going to be so many Pharaohs. How many? Still 3 more. Okay. Let's do pillar. Man, look at the damage they're doing. Yo, can I kill one? And then get that death strike? Scary. Pretty scary. I mean, I wasn't worried because I'm untouchable. Did another death strike on this one. Easy. Last one. Okay, leveling's not that fast. Since I entered Mount Hyjal, I was expecting a little more. Still only times 1.6 experience rates, but I guess it's better than Blizz-like. Where's the last fragment? Ah! Finally. Yo, click it. I swear I've done these quests like 50 times already. In the past 10 years.
May Elune grant us strength. Hail to the light. May Elune grant us strength.
Okay, almost at 50%. Being used to the times 3, times 5, and times 7 experience, this hurts. Oh, that's a good upgrade. Somebody else is doing the same quest. So this is gonna take a while. What's this undead mage? If it was Alliance, I would kill him. Easy. Do you think Stormford Shaolin will be dead when MoP Classic drops? I swear every single time I live stream somebody asks this question. No, I don't think it would be dead. There's still enough people that want to play for free, or that want to play on Shaolin for whatever reason. They have characters there, achievements, mounts. They want to prepare for Legion when it comes to Stormforge eventually, next year. But I definitely think it's gonna be hit. There could easily be like 50% less people. Because there's definitely a lot of people on Stormforge right now that are just practicing and using it as a waiting room for Mr. Pandaria Classic. That's guaranteed. Yo, why am I killing them? That's not supposed to be happening. I'm not dying, right? So Stormforge Shaolin is still definitely going to be the best Mr. Pandaria private server. And I think it's still going to be just enough alive. There's also some people playing Tauri Mr. Pandaria. But those players on Tauri are mostly players that are gonna stay. Those are people that have been playing on Tauri for years. And they just like the server and the expansion. Especially the server. That's it. That was fast. Literally every single quest is a struggle. It's giving me like 5% experience. Let's not get killed if possible. Let's go. Ah, here it comes. Come on, finish it. Yeah, we got it. Nice. And now, this is my little trick to not get the falling damage. I'll stand up here. I'm only gonna jump so far. Skill. That's what 12 years? 12 years? 12 or 11 years of playing Cataclysm teaches you. It's the little things.
May Elune grant us strength.
Another good upgrade. Good, good. Where'd he go? What server? Cataclysm Classic, Golmag EU. The Cataclysm Classic. No private server. Yes, I actually paid for subscription. Although some haters want to say I only pay private servers. So I don't know what I'm talking about. Obviously I don't. Because this is my alt character. This isn't even my main character. Which is max level and decently geared. Yo, Pospa. Are you now watching the live stream, Pospa? What is this whispering me in the game when I'm live streaming?
A shot fell out.
Turn on the live stream, you gay. Pospa. Hell yeah, bro. And who cares what they haters say? People forget we play games for fun. That's my words, bro. That's exactly my words. Yeah, I blocked him. The person that was saying it, I blocked him actually because he was so annoying.
Good luck, friend.
It takes a lot for me to block someone, but if I can see it's troll and is spreading negative energy or offending someone else, I'm like, bye. Can't be bothered. Going well. Where's the prisoner? Ah, Boss Spy is here. Yo, so I was saying, to answer your question, this is alt character. I'm leveling this one on Golmag EU on Horde. My main is on Firemaw Alliance,
How may I help?
and that's my paladin.
Goddess watch over you.
So this one's gonna be my second max character, which I'm super proud of. I never thought I would actually level it to max, but I'm only 4.5 levels away now, so I think it's inevitable. I'm gonna finish this. And then maybe Warlock. My Warlock is level 16, and I created that Warlock on TBC Classic back in the day. But I don't think I'd be able to level that. The journey's too long. And by the way, for those that might not know, I boosted my Paladin on Wrath of Lich King, so I only had to level from 70 to 85. And this DK I had to level from 55 to 85, so it's not even that bad. I actually made a video back then about boosting my character, which was a pretty popular video. So it was an investment. That's how I took it. Investment into my YouTube career. Oh, I forgot I have to hit level 82 in this zone.
Vandal's corruption
It's not just 81.
anything I encountered.
Ugh.
Yet, we can't
What's my
afford to
level
dwell on
like?
this. During my stay in
Still not even close to do dungeons. I look at the color of my skin, it's literally like in real life. Almost as pale as in real life. Haha. Packs. You think Alliance will be the better option for PvP? Probably. I think so. It usually is. As the safer option. But it still comes down to the person you find to play with, especially for arenas. It's about that one person for 2v2. 2 people for 33. That needs to be active and that you need to have chemistry with. That's the key. And you might find that person even on a server with 10 players. Just gotta be lucky. That's the biggest challenge. I only had a handful of people like that in my life, and that's why it's so difficult for me to push any rating, because it's just hard to find a person that has the time and that where it just works.
Farewell.
Hey, Nico. Are you ready for Mr. Pandaria? As you can see, I'm getting ready. I'm almost there. I'm actually more ready than I thought I would be. I didn't think I would be able to level a Death Knight alt. I thought I would be stuck with my Paladin forever. So I'm super proud of this. I'm saying it as if it was a done deal, but basically now I'm a level 80 already, so this is the easy part. I'm gonna be able to finish this no matter what. Yo, let me heal myself. These mobs ain't so easy to kill. Especially since my gear sucks. And they respawn as I'm looting. That's some extra challenge. I'm gonna pop the Icebound. Frost DK damage on another level. Which realm is best to start playing a MoP? Choose one of the biggest realms, definitely. Don't choose the small ones. You can go to, I think ironforge.pro has all those rankings, or just put in Google Cataclysm Classic servers, EU servers if you're from EU, or US servers if you're in US, and check what's the population like, and then check the faction that is more popular on that realm and play that one. So it's super simple. For EU, I like Firemaw. I transferred my character there at the beginning, I think, of Cataclysm, or the end of Wrath of Lich King Classic. I transferred my character to Firemaw because that was a bigger realm than the one that I played on before with my Paladin. And then Goldmag for Horde is one of the biggest, if not the biggest. Yo, Omega Dab. That's an interesting nickname. Playing in classic era now, and it's beautiful. I don't know why I didn't give it a chance before. I thought it would be dead within a week. I'm actually surprised how popular it is. I thought it would be just one of those hypes that are... I mean, it was of course much more hyped when it just launched. But it stayed relevant. Even several months after. I was like, it's gonna die, I'm not even gonna try. And I probably wouldn't get far, let's face it. I don't like those classic expansions where you have to level forever, things like that. I don't even enjoy that class design much. it possible to buy 85 level character army boost in popular realms? I don't know how it is now. I haven't studied it. I guess you're gonna be able to buy a level 80 boost, and you will have to finish those 5 levels. And then with coming of Mists of Pandaria, once that's live, you might be able to get a level 85 boost. Because it's never max level boost. It's only max level boost for the previous expansion, and then you have to level in that new expansion. That's usually how it works. That's how I boosted my paladin on Wrath of the Lich King. I got a level 70 boost, so I still had to level through Wrath of the Lich King. That was such a chore. It literally took me several weeks, and I was dying. That was one of the worst experiences of me playing World of Warcraft. I did not enjoy it at all. I was just waiting to be max level. And I knew it was necessary evil. I had to go through it. One more. Good. I'm almost level 81. Is this white main? No. White main doesn't support Cataclysm Classic yet. Doo-doo. How much? Still around 25%. But this is a good upgrade. Is this private server? Nope. Is the actual real Cataclysm Classic. Space Pirate, what's up? Haven't seen you in a while. How have you been doing? Is Fire Moth for you really a bad realm? I heard it's very toxic. I can't tell how toxic it is. I think it's good realm. I don't know.
Blood and thunder.
I don't really go into... I don't get into many interactions with actual players. I just play the game solo for the most part. I don't know, BGs are fine. But again, I just don't really interact with anyone much. Why is the stream lagging? Why am I lagging here? Yo. Am I gonna disconnect or what? I'm in some kind of weird lag here. I'm gonna wake up dead. I don't know, the chat is working. People are typing in the chat in the game. Probably Iran is hacking, bro. Yo. This is strange. So what, everything's working, but my character isn't. I guess we're okay here on the live stream at least. That's a good news. Has any big changes Cataclysm compared to private server Cata? Not really. New character models, different add-ons. I don't really see big changes. Different this settings panel. I can't even show you because I'm lagging. This options, you know, that's like the war within kind of thing. Relog. I'm not going to be able to relog because I'm lagging. It's not going to do anything. I would have to Alt F4. So faster to level with quests or just doing instances. I'd say do dungeons, but 80 to 85 do quests. And I don't even have enough level for dungeons. Item level. For Cataclysm dungeons. This is strange. Like, literally, even the chat in the game works. Okay, I gotta Alt F4. I gotta force it. Let's go back. Still 11 days of game time left. 11 days. Cat M plus dungeons. It's not called Mythic Plus. It's different. You have those Inferno dungeons and things like that. Twilight dungeons, I think. Twilight Protocol. So that's the equivalent. Look, I'm dead. Great. So you have like an equivalent of Mythic dungeons, but it's not Mythic Plus. You can't change the difficulties. Dark X, this happens to me as well. You need to exit the game and relog? Jeez. If this was a private server, I would understand, but... Do you play retail too? From time to time, but my PC isn't good enough to play the War Within. I have just crazy FPS drops, so it's not enjoyable at all. I definitely like to upgrade my PC this year, so hopefully, fingers crossed, it's gonna happen. I would really like to. I like the War Within. It's a great expansion. And the little that I've played of it, I actually have a couple max level characters on there too, and even geared ones. So I did play it a little bit and I tried it, and I like it. It's refreshing, it's different. But my PC is struggling so bad. No, now I left. I lost my Midsummer Fest buff because of this. Because I died. So that was some client bug or something. Bug in the game. Should I buy Realm Transfer of Firemaw because it's the most popular? I'm currently on Powerwood Village, but it's 3k players while Firemaw 7. I guess. Or try waiting until Mr. Pandaria Classic, maybe. You'll see if anything changes. I didn't have to buy the server transfer because we were... They gave us the transfer for free because this server where I was playing was essentially did or almost did. So it was a free transfer. Maybe that's going to happen again with Mr. Pandaria Classic or something. Maybe during pre-patch they'll see which servers are too small and then they'll give you a free transfer to some other servers. I don't know. I'm not sure, but that could happen. I would definitely want to play on the bigger server. There's not that many people even on the bigger servers, so there's not going to be like lines of people not able to connect or anything, I don't think. What GPU you have on your current PC? I don't know. It's like asking me about my car specs. I have no idea. It's like a 7-year-old PC, and even back then it was like a budget PC. It wasn't super impressive with its specs. So the fact that I'm actually able to edit videos the way I am is a miracle. Yeah, PC is always a good investment. Especially for me if I'm using it daily. For pretty challenging things. But what do? Instead of buying a new PC, I buy a new car. That's the priorities. Will I try MoP Classic? Of course I will. How could I miss out? That's what I'm prepping for here. I wouldn't be playing Cataclysm Classic now that it's ending, just to quit before Mr. Pandaria. Basically, just over a week from now, we will be playing on Mr. Pandaria Classic pre-patch. Yo, I was afraid I was already lagging again. Oh. Okay, let me heal myself with Death Pact. Still one more? What's next? Will we go to Legion Classic? That's unknown. I don't think Blizzard knows at this point yet. They'll probably do some questionnaires and ask the community whether there's enough interest in continuing with Worlds or Draenor or Legion. That's what I think. I'll leave it up to the people. If there's going to be enough interest, they're going to do it. Why not? Okay. Isn't better to wait for the pre-patch? I think you're not gonna have the experience buff on pre-patch anymore. The Joyous Journeys buff that gives you 50% extra XP. Plus the Midsummer Fest 10% XP for killing mobs. What isn't classic anymore because of new models? I don't think there's a definition to what is classic. You can call BFA classic 10 years from now, because there's going to be 10 other expansions afterwards. Yeah, you have new models on Cataclysm too. Even here, when you're logging into the game, you have the option of using HD models if you want to. So it's not really about that. Bruh, I was waiting for the pre-patch level. Why? Use this. Don't wait. Why wait? I don't think there's a benefit in waiting. Of course, you can be leveling during pre-patch because you're going to have the class design and everything from Mr. Pandaria, so it's going to be different experience. And nobody's going to be able to go over level 85 anyway, yet. So it's not like you would be behind. But you can do it now. You don't have to wait. If you have nothing better to do. What do you think about the next retail expansion, Midnight? It's called, if I remember. Yes. I don't really follow much. Sometimes I get some notifications from the YouTubers that create content around retail, but I haven't really been following it. The only thing, literally the only thing I know about it is that there's gonna be some form of player housing. And that's nothing that would excite me much. But I think it's probably gonna be something similar to the War Within, and I like War Within, so I'm fine with that. I'm definitely gonna try it. And hopefully if I have a new PC by then, which I might, then I could be playing a whole lot more of it. So, but I think it's gonna be a good expansion. Level up now is best. Agreed. You enjoyed War Within class's story? Yes, but I don't follow the lore since like BFA because it's stupid. I go by the lore of Warcraft 3. That was the best up until that point, and then everything's irrelevant. Dark Flame Ember. Where do I find it? Ember. Here? Ah. I told you I did it 50 times already. Kill this motherfucker. Just hope they add solo queue and MoP. I don't know. What if they do? There's like 20-minute wait time for solo queue on retail. If we're talking about 3v3 solo queue. Like, it's nice, but there's just not enough people interested in PvP. And probably lack of healers, I assume. I wish they would do 1v1 raid arena. That would be nice. Twilight Servitor and Minion. Is that cool? What are we talking about? Dish. So it's like an hour and a half to hit one level. Seems like reasonable. Yo, this quest. So, what is it? Ah, he died. Earth. Wait. Fire, earth, wind, tears. Okay. Fire, earth, wind, water. There we go. Easy. You don't have XP potions? Is that a thing? I don't know there is a thing like that. Just got a 390 item level, two-handed sword at a dungeon for my warrior. What dungeon? 390 item level? That had to be like Raid Finder or something. Yo, is that the... Hold on, I'm not going to be able to see it. Is that the Inferno dungeons or something? Or the Twilight Protocol? I really got to get into PvE more.
For the Alliance.
Twilight Dungeon, oh yeah. 390, nice. Huh. You're making me want to try it. I might do it. I might actually do some PvE here. Why not? I don't think I've finished a single one of those dungeons. I'd like to see it. What kind of rewards you get. So it's probably going to be similar to like Raid Finder type of gear, right? Okay. Oh, more minions. There's no more minions to kill. Somebody killed them all. There's too many people here. These? I don't know. I know that's the one. Maybe. Yeah, it was. Cool, cool. This one? No, it's already taken. Ah. Ew, the frost decay damage can't complain. I only played PvE, played a shit ton White Mane. I'm really excited for Mod to see all the dungeons and raids. That's the thing I'm not excited about, to play the Mystipendiary dungeons again. Because you do them when you level, then you do them at the max level again to gear. I don't know about raids. I haven't done much raids on Mystipendiary, so that's going to be new. I did recently that Raid Finder. We didn't even kill one boss. So that was sad. As happy as I was to be able to get in a raid like that within a couple minutes, for it to end that fast with a wipe. Still more? One more minion. Okay. It's Twilight 85 level. There's a pre-quest to 384 tier piece to get bronze buff for DK, which increases haste. There's a pre-quest? Gotta have a look. Thanks for the info. Can see cat dungeons when I sleep now. Yo, tell me about it. I could still do Wrath of Lich King dungeons. I mean the ones in Ice Crown, Pit of Saran, Halls of Reflection, Forge of Souls. I still like those. I could do those a million times, but I guess I haven't been through them that many times. So that's why. Because they're only max level. But those are so iconic.
Hey there.
Even lore-wise. I
Safe
love them.
travels. See you later.
Yo, I did it. Level 81. Let's get that rested XP for next time. Raid Finder isn't in Classic though? Yep. Yep. Will they add it? Maybe. Eventually, they could. I wouldn't complain. I didn't know Raid Finder would be so popular. On Stormforge and even on Tauri, you were able to get in despite having only a couple hundred players online. That was pretty surprising. I like Raid Finder. I think it's a great tool. I don't want to spend 30 minutes forming a group. That's still the better case scenario, waiting only 30 minutes. Or having to put in my calendar, oh, this is the raid time, so I gotta be home. And everything else is secondary. Prequest 3 dungeons, MoPA, which is available for standard heroic and drops good stuff from bosses. Oh, okay. Remember my first ever raid in White Mane was Blackwing Descent. My palms were sweating. Wait, was that first ever raid? Or was it just first raid for white main? Oh, I can get this tabard. Nice. First ever. Whoa. I don't even remember my first ever raid. I probably didn't realize what it was. I think that had to be... How was it called? The raid with 4 dragons in Wrath of Lich King. Where's Northrend? Here in Dragon Blight. What's that raid called? You either kill the 3 dragons or you skip them. Is it Ruby Sanctum? Could be Ruby Sanctum, right? That was probably my first ever raid and I didn't even know what I was doing. Somebody invited me like, we're running this thing. And I was like, okay, I'm in. That was so many years ago. That had to be like 12 years ago, yeah. Or 11 at least. Obsidian Sanctum. Yes, that had to be it. Yeah, Obsidian Sanctum, because that was the easier one. Ruby Sanctum is like super hardcore. Dragon Soul is not that hard. BW was more tough, I think. I never did Dragon Soul. I never did the entire raid on Cataclysm, at least. I did on other later expansions, obviously. Got some loot from Obsidian Sanctum, I don't remember. I don't know. But I remember people were stealing those dragons from there. It was like everybody was afraid that raid leader is gonna steal. That they aren't gonna roll. The good old WoW. Thanks, Daniel. And it's not gonna get any better than this. That's why we're ending this live stream here. With the rested XP for next time. Level 81. Only 4 more levels. Thanks for all the videos you do about privates. Yo. My pleasure, what can I tell you? It's my job. Is that only DK viable in MoP? Of course it is. Has it ever not been viable? That's like one of those specs that's always at least good. It's not like S tier, but it's good. I'm probably going to be playing some Unholy myself with Mr. Pandario. Thanks for watching, people. Impressed with my muscles. I don't know how good of a light we have right now. Oh, pretty good. Pretty good. We'll see you in a video tomorrow, Tuesday. One of those days. Bye. Damn, bro.